Have you noticed your elderly loved one slowing down, seeming more tired, or just not themselves? These could be more than just signs of aging. They might be quiet warnings that their time is running out. In the next 18 minutes, we'll uncover 8 subtle signs that your loved one may be nearing the end of their life. Signs that are easy to miss but critical to recognize. Stick with us to learn how to spot these haunting clues, understand their impact, and take steps to make their final days as peaceful and meaningful as possible. Don't look back with regret. Let's dive in now. 1. Unexplained weight loss. One of the earliest and most haunting signs that an elderly loved one may be in their final year is unintentional weight loss. Picture your grandmother in her cozy Chicago kitchen, her apron hanging looser than it did last Thanksgiving, or your father in Atlanta needing an extra notch on his belt. In the US, where family meals are a cornerstone of connection, this change can hit hard. A 2023 study from the National Institute on Aging found that 15–20% of seniors over 75 experience significant weight loss, often 5–10 pounds or more, in the year before passing, without any deliberate effort. This isn't just about skipping a slice of apple pie. It's the body struggling to absorb nutrients efficiently. Muscle mass dwindles, digestion slows, and chronic conditions like cancer, heart failure, or kidney disease, which affect over 30% of Americans over 80 according to the CDC, can silently accelerate this decline. The consequences of ignoring this sign are profound. Rapid weight loss weakens the immune system, making infections like pneumonia, a leading cause of death in seniors per the CDC, far more likely. It also increases fall risks. Over 14 million older adults in the US fall annually, and weakened muscles make recovery a struggle. If your loved one is pushing away their plate at a family barbecue in Texas, or eating less during Sunday brunch in New York, don't dismiss it as just aging. Encourage small, nutrient-rich meals like smoothies, mashed potatoes, or creamy soups, and consult a geriatrician promptly. Early action can extend their comfort and give you time to create lasting memories, like baking their favorite cookies together or sharing stories over a warm meal. Ignoring this sign might mean missing months of precious moments, leaving families with regret when it's too late to act. Questions for you. Have you noticed unexplained weight loss in your loved one? What small steps are you taking to help them stay nourished? Share your experiences in the comments below. Sign 2. Persistent fatigue and weakness. Another chilling warning is a deep, persistent fatigue that no amount of rest can shake. Imagine your once vibrant grandfather, who loved tending his garden in Houston or strolling through a park in Boston, now barely able to get out of bed or walk to the mailbox. This isn't just feeling tired after a long day. It's a profound exhaustion that makes even simple tasks like buttoning a shirt or sipping coffee feel overwhelming. The American Geriatric Society reports that 70% of seniors in their final year experience extreme fatigue, often beginning 6–12 months before death. As organs like the heart and lungs slow, blood flow weakens, delivering less oxygen to muscles. The body shifts into energy conservation mode, prioritizing survival over activity. If you overlook this sign, the consequences can be devastating. Fatigue often leads to social isolation, as your loved one may skip family events like a 4th of July picnic in California or a church potluck in Georgia. Isolation fuels depression, which affects 7 million older Americans, according to the NIH, and is linked to a 50% higher mortality risk. Physically, weakness increases fall risks, with 1 in 4 seniors suffering serious injuries like hip fractures annually, per the CDC. Forcing them to push through can cause frustration or even harm. Instead, adapt to their needs. Set up a comfy chair for short visits, play their favorite music, or share quiet moments like watching a sunset in Florida. These acts preserve their dignity and keep them connected. By recognizing fatigue early, you can focus on quality time, ensuring their final months are filled with love rather than exhaustion. Questions for you. Has your loved one seemed unusually tired or weak? How are you helping them stay comfortable and engaged? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Sign 3. Increased cognitive confusion. Cognitive changes can be a heart-wrenching sign that time is running short. Your loved one, once sharp and witty, might start forgetting names, repeating stories, or seeming disoriented in familiar places, like their own home in Seattle or the local diner in Nashville. These aren't just senior moments. As circulation to the brain weakens, oxygen and nutrient supply drops, impairing cognitive function. A 2024 Alzheimer's Association report found that 25% of seniors in their final year show noticeable cognitive decline, even without diagnosed dementia, often starting 9-12 months before passing. This can manifest as difficulty following conversations, losing track of time, or struggling to recognize familiar faces, even at family gatherings in Ohio or community events in Arizona. Ignoring this sign can lead to serious consequences. Confusion increases the risk of wandering. Over 60% of lost seniors in the U.S. are found in dangerous situations, like busy streets or remote areas, per the National Missing Persons Database. It can also strain family bonds, as caregivers grow frustrated or loved ones feel embarrassed. In 2023, the ARP noted that 40% of families reported tension due to unaddressed cognitive decline in seniors. Instead of correcting them repeatedly, create a safe, familiar environment. Use labeled photos, keep routines consistent, and speak slowly with reassurance. For example, a daily walk in a Minneapolis park or a familiar hymn in a Miami church can anchor them. Early recognition allows you to adapt, reducing their anxiety and preserving moments of clarity for heartfelt conversations. Questions for you. Have you noticed cognitive confusion in your loved one? What strategies are helping you support them? Share your insights in the comments. Sign 4. Emotional withdrawal. As life nears its end, many seniors pull away emotionally. A sign that's both subtle and painful. Your loved one might stop joining lively family dinners in Denver, skip game nights in Philadelphia, or sit silently during holiday gatherings in Orlando. This isn't because they don't care. It's the brain struggling to process emotions as energy reserves dwindle. The National Institute of Mental Health reports that 40% of seniors in their final year show emotional withdrawal, often 6-9 months before death. They may seem indifferent to things they once cherished, like cheering for the Chicago Cubs, knitting for grandkids, or planning a 4th of July cookout. The consequences of ignoring this are steep. Withdrawal fuels loneliness, a silent killer linked to a 26% higher risk of early death, per a 2023 CDC study. It can also mask depression, which often goes undiagnosed in seniors, leading to faster physical decline. Families may misinterpret this as rejection, causing hurt feelings or distance, something 30% of U.S. caregivers report per ARA. Instead of pushing for engagement, meet them where they are. Hold their hand during a quiet moment, share old photos, or play soft music, like Johnny Cash or Ella Fitzgerald, that resonates with their past. In smaller towns like Boise or bustling cities like Los Angeles, these gestures show love when words fail. Recognizing withdrawal early lets you build bridges, ensuring their final months are filled with connection rather than isolation. If this content is helping you navigate this tough journey, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Your support keeps us creating videos to guide and inspire you. Let's keep going with the next signs. Questions for you. Has your loved one become more emotionally withdrawn? How are you staying connected with them? Share your stories in the comments. Sign 5. Frequent infections. A weakened immune system is a stark warning that the body is slowing down. Your loved one might catch every cold, urinary tract infection, or bout of pneumonia that goes around, and recovery drags on for weeks. In the U.S., where healthcare access varies, this is critical to notice. The CDC reports that seniors over 85 are 10 times more likely to be hospitalized for infections, with 30% facing recurrent infections in their final year, often starting 8-12 months before death. These infections aren't just bad luck. They signal the body's declining ability to fight pathogens, as immune cells weaken and organ function fades. Even minor cuts or sores become infection risks, especially in humid climates like Miami or dry ones like Phoenix. Ignoring this sign can lead to dire outcomes. Infections can escalate to sepsis, which has a 40% mortality rate in seniors, per the NIH. Repeated hospital stays, over 2 million annually for seniors, per CMS, can drain their energy, reduce quality of life, and strain family resources. Subtle signs like increased confusion or low appetite often signal infection in seniors before fever does. Monitor closely, ensure they stay hydrated, and work with their doctor for gentle treatments, like low-dose antibiotics or topical creams. In rural areas like Montana or urban hubs like Chicago, early intervention can prevent suffering and preserve comfort. Questions for you. Have you noticed frequent infections in your loved one? What steps are you taking to keep them healthy? Drop your insights in the comments. Sign 6. Slow healing and chronic wounds closely tied to infections. Slow healing is another red flag. A small scratch that lingers for weeks, a bruise that doesn't fade, or sores that keep reopening point to compromise circulation. The American Academy of Dermatology reports that 20% of seniors in their final year develop chronic wounds, like pressure sores, especially if they're less mobile. In the US, where 15% of seniors rely on wheelchairs or walkers, this risk is high, often appearing 6-9 months before death. Poor blood flow means oxygen and nutrients don't reach tissues, delaying repair. The consequences are severe if ignored. Chronic wounds can lead to infections or amputations. Over 50,000 seniors undergo wound-related amputations yearly, per the CDC. They also cause pain, eroding comfort and dignity, especially for bedbound loved ones in places like rural Kentucky or urban San Francisco. Pressure sores, affecting 1 in 10 hospitalized seniors, are preventable with care. Check their skin daily, use foam cushions or air mattresses, and consult a wound care specialist. Simple acts, like repositioning them every 2 hours or applying moisturizer, can make a difference. Early attention ensures their final months are as pain-free as possible, letting you focus on love, not suffering. Questions for you. Have you noticed slow healing or wounds in your loved one? What wound care strategies are working for you? Share your tips in the comments. Sign 7. Changes in breathing patterns. Breathing changes are a sobering sign that the body is nearing its end. Your loved one might breathe more shallowly, pause between breaths, or show irregular patterns, like Shane Stokes' respiration, where breathing alternates between rapid and slow. The American Lung Association reports that 35% of seniors in their final year experience breathing changes, often starting 6-12 months before death. Fluid buildup in the lungs can cause persistent coughing, gurgling sounds, or tightness, making lying flat uncomfortable. In colder states like Minnesota, this might be mistaken for a winter cold, or in humid Louisiana, for allergies. But it's often the lungs weakening. If ignored, breathing issues can cause distress, leading to panic or reduced oxygen levels, which worsen confusion and fatigue. Untreated, they trigger emergency hospitalizations. Over 1 million seniors visitors for respiratory issues yearly, per the CDC. These visits, common in busy cities like Dallas or small towns like Asheville, can be traumatic. Instead, prop them up with pillows, keep rooms cool with a fan, and use a humidifier to ease breathing. If prescribed, oxygen therapy can help, but the focus is comfort, not cure. Recognizing this sign early lets you create a peaceful environment, ensuring their final weeks are calm and dignified. Questions for you. Have you noticed breathing changes in your loved one? How are you helping them breathe easier? Share your experiences in the comments. Sign 8. Weakened circulation. Finally, weakened circulation is a clear signal that the body is prioritizing vital organs over extremities. You might notice your loved one's hands, feet, or nose feeling cold to the touch, or their skin turning pale or bluish, especially around fingers and toes. The American Heart Association reports that 50% of seniors in their final year show circulation issues, often 6-9 months before death. In colder regions like Maine, this might seem like a reaction to winter, or in sunny Nevada, a quirk, but it's the heart pumping less effectively, redirecting blood flow. Ignoring this can lead to discomfort, like constant chills or pressure sores, which affect 1 in 10 hospitalized seniors, per the AHA. It also signals a broader decline, limiting time for meaningful moments, like sharing stories in a cozy Denver living room or holding hands in a San Diego backyard. Left unaddressed, poor circulation can cause swelling or pain, reducing quality of life. Keep them warm with soft blankets, avoid tight clothing, and gently massage their hands or feet to stimulate blood flow. These small acts show care when time is precious, ensuring their final days are filled with warmth and love. Questions for you. Have you seen signs of weakened circulation in your loved one? What comfort measures are you using? Let us know in the comments. These 8 signs: unexplained weight loss, persistent fatigue, cognitive confusion, emotional withdrawal, frequent infections, slow healing, breathing changes, and weakened circulation. Are your loved one's body whispering that their time is drawing near? In the U.S., where family ties run deep, from bustling cities like Miami to quiet towns like Boise, recognizing these clues empowers you to act with love and intention. Don't let these warnings pass you by. Plan ahead. Whether it's a heartfelt talk in a Boston cafe or a warm hug in an Albuquerque kitchen, make their final days count with comfort, dignity, and presence. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and leave a comment with one thing you learned today. Your stories inspire us, and we're here to support you on this journey.